look at this. You've got guys sleeping on the road, along the road. Could you imagine sleeping on the side of 287? Look, they're on both sides. You know why? Because they're taking our parking from us. They mandated us on ELDs. We can't park anywhere. We're either going to get fined or charged. And now you've got guys that have to sleep along the road. You know how many people get killed on these highways every day? Every day people die out here. And now you're putting us along the road to sleep. So you can get your goods every day. You can go to Walmart. You can go to the grocery store. Okay? Everybody cares about themselves. What about the guys out here busting their ass that sleep along the highway? Come out here in your car or a pickup truck. Try to sleep along the highway. There ain't nothing nice about it, I promise you. There's no parking up here. I'm on 287 at the New Jersey-New York line. Something's got to be done about this, guys. You guys don't see it because it's the middle of the night. You're sleeping in your comfy bed. Think about the people that make your life possible for once. It seems like everybody that makes our life easy gets screwed. Whether it be the military, whether it be the truck drivers. Anybody that makes your life possible, you forget about. Remember this. Share this video, please. How would you feel if your husband or your wife was along that road? You don't know if they're going to wake up in the morning because you don't know if someone's drunk or asleep at the wheel and going to crash into their truck or semi and not make it. Think about what we go through just for once. Just one time, think about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Hotshot Dave. We're up here at Manville, New Jersey, or no, Odessa, New Jersey, and Manville, New Jersey, and you know they have some key issues with $40,000 worth of key fobs missing lately. So, guess what Hotshot's got? 3 cars, 0 keys. Okay, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's part of the job. I'm waiting on dispatchers to get up and decide to go to work and get me some cars. But what I do want to talk about this morning, and unfortunately this is going to be a video of you just looking at my ugly mug, because I'm sitting, there's nothing going on, I need to talk. So, the fight for ELDs and the quote-unquote pre-ELDs reasoning for all this. All I hear from the guys that's for ELDs are, so you cheated on your logbooks, nothing's changed. No rules have changed, so now all of a sudden it's a problem. You cheated on your logbook. Okay, so it's no secret we've cheated on our logbooks in the past years. It's no secret why we cheated on our logbooks. Okay? If you guys or anybody else has dealt with the nonsense we deal with, no parking, shippers and receivers holding us up, I'm here, there's no keys, so what do? My day started. Because I drove 10 miles here, my day started, okay? Is this something that would warrant a change in the logbook? Yes. You know why? Not because I want to run illegal and I need more money. Because I have stuff to get done. I have a quota I need to make because I have bills to pay. And now I'm being held up for 3 hours by somebody else. Not just because I want to run 15 to 16 hours a day. And that's what these guys aren't understanding. Now there is some, and I'm gonna just call it like I see it, morons that really do run 24 to 36 hours. There's them idiots. But most of us are not those guys. We don't want to work no more than 11 to 14. I don't. But I have a certain amount of work I need to get done. There's certain things that I must accomplish while during my work day, you know. There's just some things that have to be done. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. We're going to take a walk and let me show you around a little bit. But there's just some things that need to be done. And being held up like I'm being held up right now, they don't get accomplished, okay? It's not that I am greedy and just want to run 16, 20 hours a day like these, I don't know, DOT or XDOT, whatever they are. The pro ELDs, the guys that, if you notice, the guys that are for ELD are the ones making money off of ELDs. Hold on, we need to get the other phone. I got it. Those are the, yeah, and the seat needs cleaned. Those are the guys that are for ELDs. It's always somebody that's making money off of the ELDs. It's not a truck driver that says, oh, the world's great, we need ELDs, they help us, blah, blah, blah. It's always somebody with something to gain from ELDs. Well, 95% of the time. Or it's somebody that's closed-minded and doesn't think, okay? So, for example, and I have a clip on my GoPro that I'm going to put into this video, probably at the beginning. On 287 the other night, there was, I would say, probably 12 trucks along a major highway. You know, while you guys are, not you guys, but while these guys are sitting home comfortable in their beds, cuddled up next to their wife, with no noise, no problem, counting sheep, sleeping perfect, we, as truck drivers, are sleeping along a major highway that, it's no secret, highways are the most dangerous place in the United States of America. More people die on the highways than anywhere else. I mean, it's a fact. That's what it is, Jack. Okay? So, now, you're putting somebody's wife or husband, a mother, a father, a son, a daughter, an uncle, an aunt, a best friend, somebody that means something to somebody, you're putting them along the highway to sleep. You know why? Because the government has taken our parking spots and put us on ELDs where we have no time to look for it. I mean, and there is times everybody's gonna say, well, stop an hour or two early. You know what? That's not always possible. When, if we're held up at a shipper for 3 hours, now you want us to cut 2 hours in our day. So we went from 11 hours of driving to 5 hours of driving, or 6. Let me do my math right. So now you want us to work 6 hours because we can't park at wait stations, we can't park at certain parking lots, and I'll be the first to tell you, it's been screwed up by truck drivers. Not all, but it's been screwed up by lazy truck drivers, you know, that piss in a bottle and want to throw it on the ground. You've been riding around with that shit how long? Now all of a sudden you got to throw it out of your truck? So, yes, some do mess it up. Some do act like fools, right? But that doesn't alleviate the situation or make it okay to put us in a situation and not help us. Okay? Now, you have nurses, doctors, hell, even firefighters work 24-hour shifts. Yes, they sleep and all that there, but so do we. You know, if they're not regulated like that, the nurses, they work 18 hours. You know, yeah, they get the proper lunch and breaks and all that, and they are saving lives, doing life-saving surgeries, giving you medicine that could kill you or save your life. Like, these people are just as much as in charge of lives as truck drivers are. So why is it okay for them to do it? You know, and you want to say, oh, well, the normal person works 40 hours a day or a week. The normal person is in a controlled, sterilized, for lack of better terms, environment. They're in a warehouse. They're in a store. They're in something that it is controlled. They're not at, this is, I think it's auction day here today, guys, so that's why we're trying to get loaded in and out, and it's not looking good, obviously. But they're in an environment that's controlled, you know? They're not in the real world where Mary can make a left turn in the Bob and cost me 3 hours of my day. It just, they're not in there. And that's the reality of my situation. Now, I don't think that ELDs are the issue here. The problem is ELDs are now putting pressure on the laws and guidelines of the trucking industry that never worked to begin with, but when we spoke, it was ignored. So the only thing to do was fix it on our own by lying on our logbooks. Okay? Yes, we lied on our logbooks. Get over it. You're gonna tell me that you've never broke the speed limit, you've never lied, you've never took an extra couple minutes on break, you've never been late for work. Ain't nobody perfect. Okay? Nobody's perfect. And as truck drivers, a lot of us are responsible truck drivers. I know when I need to go to sleep. I know when I need to get up. Yes, naps were illegal back then. They're illegal now. But you know what? When guys were not on ELDs, and I'm talking to smaller fleets, you know, of veterans, not rookies that just ran wild. And the problem with my section of the industry is there's a whole lot of them. So it's that is a problem. But now the issue comes, how do you police that, make these laws correct, and make it possible? At the rate they're going, there's not going to be anything on the shelves. And yeah, they're going to autonomous, but here's my take on autonomous. Well, this has been sponsored by Reese's, baby. All right, so here's the view on autonomous. Right now is a major driver shortage. Okay, so if you think that these people have enough money to put enough trucks on the road to fix the driver shortage and take our jobs, you're not realistic. Just fixing the driver shortage. Oh man, hold on. just fixing the driver shortage is a big problem. So taking jobs is not something that's going to happen tomorrow. Could it happen? Yes. Do I agree in autonomous? No. Do I think it's going to kill the industry? No. I think it's going to kill some rates. I do think it's going to kill some rates. I don't think it's going to put millions of men and women out of work tomorrow. I just don't see it. So, there's there's stuff with it that we don't know. But yeah, and I understand technology's come so far, and we now have computers pretty much in our pockets, so it's possible it could get crazy, but I just don't really see it anytime soon. So that's just me. So back to the problem at hand. ELD fight. And we as truckers have defined and stated the problem. And the only response we ever get is, well, that law didn't change. Laws haven't changed. Laws haven't changed. Well, you know what? Maybe they need to. Yes, laws haven't changed. Yes, we've been illegal. Yes, we've got the job done. Now, we run tired. We run when we shouldn't. We have to do stuff we shouldn't. A truck driver can no longer, I mean they can, but it really doesn't make sense, and it just kills the bottom line, to get in the right lane, 55 miles an hour, no matter the speed limit, and roll on. Sit back, enjoy the ride. No. Now, because we're driving 10 hours a day, speed limit 70, and so it's at 15 more miles per hour times 10, it's 150. So let's say you get 100 miles longer in a day. Do you know how much longer 100 miles is to a trucker? That's a whole day in a week. So we've went from a 5 or 6 day work week to a 5 or 6 day work week, getting 4 days worth of work done by doing that. And like I keep saying, yes, we broke the laws. Yes, we've lied on our logbooks. It's no secret. Get over yourself. Let's stop blaming the truckers. Let's start helping the truckers figure it out. Do I think that everybody needs regulated? Do I think that they need to mandate or quote unquote ELD the brokers and shippers? No. Do I think the government needs to, 1, change the hours of service, and 2, now this isn't the government, this is us as business owners, stand for ourselves and tell these shippers and brokers that, look, this is the way it is now. Laws have changed, times have changed. This is what it's going to be. Whether it's everybody's in a drop and hook and you spend the extra money for another trailer, I'm not going to put a number out there because I don't know exactly what they cost. And it all depends on your industry. And there's no overnight parking at these shippers and receivers. So you can keep us 8 hours into a 10-hour break and then you're going to make us leave? How is that right? That's what they do to us. Nobody seems to care. Or if they do care, they can't fix it. You know why? They don't know how. They know how to regulate the American truck driver. The backbone of America. It's been the backbone for years. And now all of a sudden, you want to come in and regulate the front line of it. Now let's dig into the back office. Let's dig into the real problems. No parking. No respect for the driver. Wages haven't gone up in years. Matter of fact, they go down. You know, my truck costs about $1.06 a mile. Right? People want to pay 50 cents a mile per car, which 3 cars is $1.50. Okay, that's 44 cents a mile profit. Okay, all the hours I work, all the back office, everything for 44 cents a mile. Think about it. 10,000 miles is $4,400. That doesn't, and that's to feed my family, to feed me on the road, to clothe my family, to give my family transportation, to pay the electric bills while I'm in the road, while I'm out here working for America. You know, the people that make America what it is are always the ones to get screwed. Okay? For example, the veterans. They are the most disrespected, unappreciated, demoralized people in the country. I mean, there is so many veterans with PTSD, or they lost limbs, or, you know, they just got mental problems from the war, from fighting for America. Oh, and they say, oh, well, you know what you got into, what you're getting into. Man, get your head out of your butt and realize the situation. Do you think somebody said, I'm going to fight for America. When I come back, I'm going to be missing a leg. I'm going to have PTSD, flashbacks, and scared of everybody around me. Yeah, that's what I want to sign up for. It's exactly what I want to do. Come on, man. People are so closed-minded. You know, and then we got the government, or not the government, I'm sorry, the first responders, another one. Oh, I hate the police, I hate this, I hate that. But yet, when your butt's on fire, when somebody's having a medical emergency, when somebody breaks into your house, when somebody's threatening your old lady, when somebody vandalizes your car, when somebody steals from you, who do you call? Oh, wait, we call the first responders. You know why? Because that's their job. Oh, well, that's what they signed up for. No, they didn't sign up for all the disrespect that America gives them. Not at all. Not at all. You know, America is so opinionated anymore. So, there's just so much crying in America. Everybody that thinks their opinion is all that matters. F the police. F the police. I hate DOT. Do your job, stay legal, and they don't bother you. That's all. Now, am I saying all cops in DOT are great? No. Are all truck drivers great? No. Are all teachers great? No. Is all of anything great? No. Right? No. So, you punish all the police because of a couple. You punish all the truckers because of a few. You punish all the servicemen because some come back with drug addictions or alcohol addictions, which, oh, that's not a disease. Don't even get me started on that. Because it definitely is. I'm not going to leave my opinion open and unknown. It definitely is. But this has gotten off topic, guys. But we need to come together. We've got to do what needs to be done to make America what it was and should be. Not what it is, what it was and should be. You know, the American dream is still a reality to some. I was born here. I'm still fighting and chasing for the American dream. Still. Wake up every day. Do whatever is necessary to make it happen. Not to be lazy and sit on my butt. So, guys, there's a petition on change.org about the parking. You know, a lot of them are going to paid parking, which it's another expense for the truck driver that hasn't gotten a raise in years. The cost of this equipment goes up. That truck right there is it's not a work truck model, but it's nothing special. $60,000. You know, the trailer's new, $20,000. You can easily come into this business, spend 120 grand, come out here and run for $120, $150 a mile. You know, because they want everything done for nothing. But yet, let's throw them on ELDs. Let's regulate them. Let's charge them for this. Let's charge them for that. So, I hope that the pro ELD and the ELD makers see this video. You know how much change would happen if Keep Trucking or JJ Keller, or I don't even know if Omnitrax is the actual company, or if it's just, I don't know if they just make the computer or if they make the program software. But if them people stood up for us, said, look, there's a problem. This is what our ELD does and causes. Doesn't make it a bad system. It makes ELDs a flawed requirement that does not need to be erased. It needs to be fixed. I don't want to erase ELDs. We need to fix them. Let's make it like the real world, since that's what we run out here. Alright, there's been a traffic for 4 hours. As long as you pull over for 4 hours and you see and track my truck hasn't moved for 4 hours, let me log sleep or birth. Let me take a nap. Let me work 16 on duty, 8 off. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. 16 on, 8 off. You know, just, and I'm not saying 2 here, 2 there, but make it 6 in a row, and 2. You need an hour break in the middle, but let us run longer. You know, give us 12 hours of drive, 13 hours of driving, but 16 on duty. You gotta have an hour where this 30-minute break is. Give us an hour. You can't go to sleep for 30 minutes. By the time you go get your food, by the time you do whatever you need to do, your 30 minutes is up. Now we're running into our work time. Okay? You want to really help us? Give us more break. Let us work longer. You know? let us break for 1 to 2 hours in the middle and still drive our 11 or 12, whatever you see fit, whatever the studies show. How about we look at something like that? You know, no, we don't run 11 hours straight. Should we be able to? No. There's other ways to regulate this due to the fact that you can now see every single thing we do. It's not up to speculation and, oh, well, he said, she said. No. That truck sitting for 2 hours, they should be off duty and be able to get that time back. That's what it was back in the day. And they couldn't even prove what they were doing back in the day. Can I prove I'm sleeping? No. I can prove that truck hasn't moved, and I am not stressing myself mentally by dealing with traffic, because that's what they're worried about. Us getting fatigued for 11 hours of driving. That's what they want. They say is the problem. There's other ways around this, guys. We all got to stick together. We need America's help. We need the general public that relies on these cars, that relies on Walmart right here, that relies on Amazon. That stuff you buy on Amazon, how's it get to you? Us. You know, with the internet taking over, truckers are being more and more utilized every day. You need your stuff quick, but yet you want to hold us up to get it to you. So, guys, this is just been my thought on the ELDs, the hours of service, and what I think needs to be done. Is it all correct? No, it's my opinion. It's you know, just I guess you would call free spoke, like it just went with the flow. I didn't sit and write it all down and plan all this out, but that's the gist of what I think, guys. So we need help. I am going to do some research and try to you know, write some letters and get some petitions signed just to get some help with this hours of service. It doesn't matter anymore that we cheated on our logbooks. All right, that problem is gone. Okay, now let us help us fix the issue. Hours of service, shippers and receivers. And shippers and receivers get busy. I understand that. That's why give us that 2 to 3 hours in the middle of the day to sleep. Take a break. You do that, that will also free up some parking at night. You know, because you can now sleep part of your day, wake up in mid to early afternoon, go deliver, pick up and run. That 10 hours off, guys, that could really hurt the truck. If I stop at 11, I can't start till 9. You know, then if I start at 9, I gotta be done by 10 and can't start till 6. You know, it's just a never-ending cycle. I think I said that wrong, but you get the point. But yeah, you get it. So guys, I'm gonna quit ranting. You get the gist of what it is. I'm just tired of hearing about, so you're admitting to cheating on your logbooks. Yes, every trucker in America cheated on their logbooks. You're not gonna say you never went over the speed limit. You're not ever gonna say you took an extra couple minutes on your lunch or at work. You're not ever gonna say you weren't a couple minutes late. You can't admit that there's traffic jams and problems every day. Let's face reality. Quit blaming the trucker. Let's blame the system, the problem, the true problems in America. Let's look at that stuff, guys. All right, this has been Hotshot Dave. I appreciate all you guys listening to me. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. This is a hotshot page, but I am probably going to get into more of stuff like this, trying to help change the industry, trying to speak for the American trucker that works, not a 40-hour shift, does what it takes to get the product that you need in your home, the car that you drive, the hat that I wear, the coat I wear, the boots that keep my feet warm. Where they at? The boots that keep my feet warm. I'm a trucker and I need truckers. Look around you, everything's been brought in on a truck at one time or another. Everything. Except for the snow. But it's going to be taken out by a truck. Whether it's plowed, shoveled, hauled, it'll be moved by a truck. So, guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, support the American truckers, support Hotshot Dave, support the Hotshotters. And Hotshotters, stand your ground. Truckers, stand your ground. Don't let them bully you. If your name's on that truck like mine, make sure they know. This is what it is. This is what I say. This is how it's going to be. I'm not taking your cheap freight. I'm regulated. They got to deal with your regulations, whether they like it or not. Rates have definitely gone up since ELD, so that's a step in the right direction. If you're going to argue with me and tell me they're not, you need to fix where you look for loads. Every trucker I've talked to that's successful in the spot market and really pays attention to the load board will admit to you rates have gone up. The last year has been higher than normal, but since ELDs it's really changed. So guys, again, support the American trucker. Hotshot Dave, we're out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. We got some more knowledge coming up. We're out. Peace.